Hey guys, it's Jace here and I'm back. Today I would like to talk to you about this fantastic movie that I went to see, which is The Walk by Robert Zemeckis. Oh my god, this film is so amazing. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the story because this movie is based on a true story. It's the story of Philippe Petit, a French guy who walks on wire. So in 1974, he decided to fly to New York and hang a wire between the two towers of the World Trade Center. And although he had to plan it in advance for a long time, he managed to pull that stunt and he became worldwide famous. In 2008, James Marsh decided to do a documentary about him. So he collected a lot of materials that Philippe Petit had with him, and he produced a fantastic documentary called Men on Wire, which is a documentary that I have in my collection because it's so amazing that if you haven't seen that one, you still have to see it. In this documentary, you can see Philippe Petit himself telling you the story of how he planned the stunt known as the coup with his friends, a bunch of people who actually decided to come together and help him do that. The story is amazing, and because it's a documentary, you have that feeling that you are there with him, watching everything happening in real time. Philippe decided to ask a friend of him to film the whole plan. But when he arrived in New York and he was already on top of the World Trade Center ready to do the walk, his friend who was supposed to film the whole crossing had to hide from the police. So this is why you can only see the pictures of the crossing and not an actual footage. Even though it's an amazing documentary, so if you haven't watched that one, please go ahead and do it because I'm sure you're gonna love it. Now, Robert Zemeckis, with the consultancy of the one and only Philippe Petit, decided to tell his story with the help of fantastic special effects that are so amazing that you will have the feeling that the Twin Towers are still standing. This movie is amazing, and if you don't know the real story, it will seem that everything is too much to be true. But the funny thing is that if you know the real story and you have watched Men on Wire, the documentary, you will notice that Robert Zemeckis' production is very loyal to the original story. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is so amazing playing a French guy, even with this French accent. He is so cute and he does such a wonderful job. If you have seen Philippe Petit's pictures from 1974, you will see the resemblance. Joseph Gordon-Levitt even had the help. He was even coached by Philippe Petit in how to walk on wire so he could be able to represent Philippe Petit the best way possible. And he did a wonderful job. Watching this film is like being there in person, watching the whole plan coming to life. And at the end, when you see the actual crossing, oh my God, that's when I tell you that special effects nowadays can be amazing, but only if they are used to enhance a story. And that's exactly what happens in this movie. The studios managed to recreate those towers and actually the city of New York around the Twin Towers so well that you have the feeling that none of that tragedy happened. Everything is so beautiful. And also, if you are afraid of heights, which I am, you better be ready because this movie is in 3D. Don't go for 2D versions. I don't even know if they have a 2D version, but go see the 3D version. And if you have access to an IMAX theater, even better. Because once you're up there, the Twin Towers, and you start walking the wire together with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, man, you might end up having some serious side effects. I was okay despite the fear that I have of heights. I was okay. And I was so glued to the screen that I think my fear just disappeared because I was so enthralled by the adventure that I could not stop looking. It is a story that became so well known. It became part of the story of New York and it kind of personified the Twin Towers, two huge steel blocks that after this crossing came to life and became a symbol of freedom, courage, and persistence. The Walk by Robert Zemeckis is a fabulous movie. I loved it from beginning till the end. And if you would like to see this adventure as well, please go see it because You are not going to regret it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to leave your comments down below, go ahead and do it. Thank you so much for watching and have a fabulous day. Bye.